Everybody, we are back for week 5 of what's in store tomorrow, basically. And really quick, I want to give a big shout out to the store owner Robert. He underwent knee replacement today, and Robert, I hope you're doing a lot better. Also, this weekend, Debbie and I went to amazing Las Vegas, had a great time. Lots of great sales there. Nicolas Cage was there. Sheamus from WWE just happened to be there as well. Big shout out to Jimmy J, who puts that show on. It was a great show for everybody and a whole lot of fun. So thank you, Jimmy J. Anyway, let's get the show started this week. And as always, we start off with the kids section. This week, Action Cat and Adventure Bug number 4 comes out, followed by Archie. Future Quest, it's the second printing on that. Grumpy Cat and Pokey, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, The Adventures of Puss and Boots, Supergirl, and Ultimate Spider-Man Web Warriors continues with Contest of Champions Part 4. Okay, and heading on over to the trade and hardcover section for this week, we have Superman versus Muhammad Ali, back out in print again. Muhammad Ali, of course, just recently passed away, so I felt it fitting to only order a couple of copies, and bam, that's available if you want that. Harley Quinn, Dark Corridor by Rich Tommaso. Really, really good stuff right there. James Bond 007 Varger. Lots of big fans of that book by Warren Ellis. Superman Panic in the Sky, storyline from the 80s, now available in trade paperback. Star Wars Epic Collection. Basically, it takes the old Dark Horse comics that Brian Wood did of Star Wars, along with some Star Wars Empire, and I believe there's a Darth Vader story in there as well. All together, great stuff. Legendary Star-Lord, Batman Arkham, all about Killer Croc, like tons of Killer Croc stories in there. So if you're a Killer Croc fan, that's the book for you. Leftover from last week, Neil Gaiman's How to Talk to Girls at Parties. This week's X-Men Inferno. Carnage Classic, so if you're a huge Carnage fan, and there's a lot of you out there, Carnage Classic. Harley Quinn, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Fight Club 2, the hardcover, leftover from last week. DC The New Frontier, another printing of that. Spider-Man Deadpool, and leftover from last week, Paul Dini's Dark Knight story, which I'm currently reading. Really good stuff. If you don't know what that's about, it's basically the true story of when Paul Dini got mugged one night. He was a writer on Batman the Animated Series, basically. And it's his story about that and how Batman helped him recover from that. Also this week, let's get to the new stuff, because I know that's what you're waiting for on the shelf. 4001 AD Rai. Action Comics DC Universe Rebirth continues, and look who's showing up. Doomsday himself. Action Man gets another relaunch. Aloha Hawaiian Dick continues, followed by Aquaman Rebirth. I'm loving this series so far. Archie, a really, really fun book. If you're not picking that up, that is a great title, so be sure to pick up your Archie. Autumn Lands, Tooth and Claw continues. Back to the Future, another fun book is out this week. Followed by the return of Bitch Planet. Kelly Sue DeConnick's terrific book. Blacklist, based off the TV show. Black Road. Bruce Lee, The Dragon Rises. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Sam Wilson, Captain America, along with the variant right there. Carnage, Cry Havoc. And Civil War II, Choosing Sides. Which side are you going to choose in the Civil War? Well, anyway, these are about what heroes are going to which side. Captain Marvel's side or Iron Man's side. Followed by probably the creepiest cover of the week. Like creepy. And yeah, it's really creepy. Cyborg continues, followed by Deadpool versus Gambit. My money's probably on Deadpool. I don't know how long Gambit would last against Deadpool. No offense to Gambit fans. I just don't know how long he'd last. Anyway, Death Force from Zenescope. Deathstroke. Detective Comics continues with their version of Rebirth. Batwoman and Bruce Wayne training Robin and Clayface. Clayface is now trying to become a good guy. And Cassandra Cain Batgirl as well, along with Spoiler. Divinity 2 from Valiant, Doctor Strange, Drax, Drifter from Image, Flash Rebirth, Future Quest again back in stock, second print on that. Godzilla Oblivion, you gotta love that cover. I mean, my God, look at that. Little tiny ship right there, Godzilla's big head, just awesome. By my buddy Joshua Fialkov, by the way. So, hey Josh, if you're watching that, there you go. Grumpy Cat and Pokey, Gwenpool continues, followed by Harlequin, Image Plus magazine. It's $1.99 or free with any purchase of Previews magazine. And The Walking Dead, the story of Negan continues in here. Negan's origin is in that. Inferno Resurrection by Zenescope. James Bond 007 continues. Justice League. If you're reading any of the Superman rebirths, I would highly recommend you pick this up this week. Really important to what's going on with Superman, so please pick it up. Lost in Space continues. Lucas Stan, yes, Kurt Sutter from Sons of Anarchy, the creator of Sons of Anarchy. If you're a Sons of Anarchy fan, this is his comic book. You'll want to come in and pick this up. Mad magazine, no comment on the cover. Mad Balls, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the always fun to read Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. I love the variant on that. Ms. Marvel, Munchkin, and coming back over here for our very last row this week, it starts with Nighthawk from Marvel. Over the Garden Wall, 2 different covers this week. That's number 3. Probably one of my favorite books out right now. If you're not reading it, I can't recommend it enough. It's a lot of fun. Power Man and Iron Fist. Good stuff there. It's a good time. Pretty Deadly, followed by Red Sonja. Robin, Son of Batman wraps up with this issue. Rocket Raccoon and Groot, Rumble, Scarlet Witch the variant, and Serving Soups by Devil's Due. That's a really fun read. And we talked about Rich Tomaso over there with Dark Corridor, the trade coming out. He also has a new book this week, She-Wolf by Image, so don't miss out. Really interesting stuff there. Snowfall, Star Wars The Force Awakens. It took forever, but we finally get the movie adaptation. Yes, it's out this week. And over here, Street Fighter, followed by Suicide Squad, Supergirl again, Superhuman Resources by our buddies at Action Lab, Teen Titans, Thief of Thieves, The Mighty Thor, and of course, Bebop and Rocksteady Destroy Everything, Week 4. I'm loving this book. I'm not the biggest Ninja Turtle fan, but this is really fun. I'm loving it. Tomb Raider's out this week, followed by Totally Awesome Hulk, The Return of Bruce Banner. If you've been waiting for him to show up, here he is, folks. Don't miss out. Transformers, Ultimates, ties into Civil War II. And also Uncanny Avengers, Usagi Yojimbo, Web Warriors, Wonder Woman Rebirth, with not only the regular cover, but an absolutely gorgeous Frank Cho cover. And the art inside is amazing. Out of all the rebirths this week, this is the one that I'm most looking forward to. Greg Rucka is on it, so I know it's going to be good writing as well. And finally, the X-Files wraps it all up this week. Anyway, once again, it's a really busy week in comics. Again, had a great time in Vegas, but I'm glad to be back. And that wraps it up until next time. And as always, remember, comics are awesome, and so are you. We'll catch you next week, folks.